I'm on hole number 13 of the 2020 Community Cup. I'm in the weekend round of the rookie division. I'm on the back six, so I got 6 holes left to play, and these next 3 holes are absolutely critical. And these are on my absolute favorite course in the game, Greenock Point. And this is hole number 1. This hole and me I've made 1 hole and 1 on this hole all week. And me and this hole have been like just going at it. And I am right there. If I can hit this perfect, I'm going to do 1 per ring, max on left-hand side spin, about a half a bar, between a quarter and a half bar, a third. I'm going to try and be right in that area of top spin. I'm doing the rough bump, and I'm going to do a 25% wind adjustment. I've got a 100% accurate club. At the beginning of the week, I was using a Katana, and I've switched to a Kingmaker to move me in front of the sand. I know it sounds like a little thing, but I know some of you have switched over, and hopefully, to me, it's just a personal thing for me because I don't like to deal with the distortion of my rings in the sand. And I'm gonna switch. It's not gonna matter. All right, here we go. If I hit this perfect, I have a serious chance of this going in the hole. I never count on par threes. I never count on par threes going into this. For me, the par fives and the par fours are the huge focus. But I always want to give myself an opportunity for a hole in one, and we've got this hole dialed in. If I can execute right here, I've got a serious chance of this going in the hole. Maximum left, about a half. I want to be right there on the left-hand side of the cup. It's 3.3 equals 4.12 rings. Let's try and get that lined up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.1. And I just need to hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You rat bastard. Urgh. That has been my thing on this hole. I've been off to the right, off to the left, off to the right, off to the left. That's why I don't count on par threes. There are a couple par threes in this game that, you can dial it in, and if you don't get a hole in one, you should be bummed out. But some of these holes sometimes they want to give it up, and sometimes they don't. And I felt like I should be off on the left-hand side of the cup because it's been going the way that it's been going. But the last couple times I've been here, I've been on the left-hand side of the cup, so I was more towards the flagpole on that shot. And I probably should have put it on the left-hand edge of the cup, and instead of doing 4-1, should have did a 4-2 pull. But that's the way the ball bounces. I gave myself a look at it. And I will tell you that is the key, is that if watching my videos, you don't learn or pick up anything other than the thing is that I try and always set up shots so that if you do a shot like that, you'll always have a look at it. And I'm particularly big on always setting my shots up so that I am not one of those guys that hits perfect all the time where I'm always like writing up a half a ring off. Oh, man. That was brutal. I'm not one of those guys that always hits perfect. So you'll notice that when I set my shots up, I always give myself room for a great to the left or the right. Not because I'm I'm anticipating that I'm going to hit to the great to the left or the right. But if I do, it doesn't ruin my whole round. I always want to give myself a little bit of room so that if I do fail or if I don't catch the perfect on that, I can take my putt, get my birdie, get my eagle, and move on to the next hole and try it again instead of going, crap, now I got to make up a shot. All right, we're on hole number 14, one hole at a time. Take a deep breath. Let's do breathing techniques here. Pack your lungs full of air. All right, take a deep breath. All right, let's go look at the hole. I know what hole this is, but let's go look at it so I get it blazed in my memory banks. All right. And I actually shot this hole so well on the front that I was in my rapier range and not my short iron. Kingmaker, taking a Hornet. I want to make sure that everything else in my bag is a backspin club, except for I'm not worried about, I would rather have distance, because if I'm going to fail, epic fail, it's going to be back. And I would rather have distance with my Nirvana and Spitfire. And I have confidence that if I was up close with my Nirvana and Spitfire, I can still make that shot. If I hit it perfect, I have confidence that it will go in the hole. So I'm not moving off of those. I would rather have a long iron in my bag to save my butt if I end up in trouble. All right, let's go see if we can get the eagle here. The goal is birdie, but I'm trying to give myself an eagle shot. This is a great opportunity right here to try and pick a shot up. My goal is to try and shoot the 14 and pick up 3 on a side. And this is your best, in my opinion, this is your best opportunity to pick one up. Okay, so I'm using max curl. So I want to be 2.5 rings off of that transitional surface. I'm going to leave the wind in. Hitting it perfect. Uh-oh. Okay. That should, oh man, I'm going to be in my rapier range again. Definitely in my rapier range. So it's 1.3 per ring. And I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. 1.3, 1.1. The last time I was here, I changed that because I hit some in the opening round with a 40% wind adjustment on accident, and they went in. So I tried it, and it was too much. I should have just did the 1.1. I hit it perfect going in here, and I would have had that one on the front. But I did the 1.4, the 40% wind adjustment, and it was too much. And I just missed it on the left-hand side. So 1.1 times, that's the wind. 2.9 equals divided by 1.1. 2.9 is my wind adjustment. I don't have enough backspin on that to stop it, so it's 2.9 from that angle. It's 2.9 rings, and I need to snap it off. And I hit it 1 ring great to the right. Damn it! And that was 1 ring great to the right. That's the same thing I did on the front side, and I hit it perfect. Missed it on both sides of the cup. Perfect shot right there. That's twice this side that if I'd hit it perfect, I would have been in the cup. And I made up for the mistakes that I made on the front for the wind adjustment, and I hit it perfect on the front and didn't make it either time. And here I made up for that and made great wind adjustments, and then I hit great both times. That's 2 drop shots on the back. Oh, and that was because I was running out of time. That spot that I was in, I should have just recognized right off the bat that I should have put topspin on it. I haven't been in my Rapier all week. I've been in my Hornet, and I've had to use a little bit of backspin. I should have just recognized that I was going to have to put some topspin on there, and that would have saved me a second or two, so I could have let it go by at least one more time to settle down. Sometimes when it goes by and you're on that first track, you can hit perfect. Sometimes I'm on that track where if I just do if I release real quick, I can get it in there. All right, that is not the eagle I was looking for. That is not the eagle I was looking for. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Take a deep breath. One hole at a time. Hole number six is a great opportunity too. What I need to do is calm down and hit these perfect into the hole. I have these holes dialed in. If I can hit it perfect going into the hole, I can give myself a look at it. But if I don't hit it perfect, I'm down to the point where I've got these holes so dialed in. If I don't hit them perfect going into the cup, they're not going in. Except for hole number one. Don't ask questions on hole number one. Just go with it. There's a funnel on hole number one, and it's just, if you're in that funnel, that's just how it works. We're just going to roll with the punches on hole number one. Hole number 7. All right, I changed my stuff up on this. And I am bringing a Kingmaker and an extra mile. I got that picked just in case some bad whatever happens. Let's make sure. Definitely need my Grizzly. Trying to get into Grizzly range here. I'm using 6 to 7 topspin. All right, let's get it done. Okay, Brian goes first. I like to go first. I always prefer to go first. Now, if you're using the app, though, I can guarantee you would prefer to go second. Although, personally, other than if you're doing a shootout, or if you're doing some of those par 4s, if you're on these par 5s, knowing how to do the math, or knowing how to do the ring adjustments just the old-fashioned way, and knowing your ring numbers without using the app is super beneficial. Okay, so there's 3, there's 6. Using 6 topspin. 2 rings off the transitional surface. Taking out the wind. I'm taking out, I'm going to take out a full ring and a half. That's a little bit of an overpull, but I'm okay with that. And I'm doing up against the blue ring and curl. Hitting it perfect. All right, that's going to put me in my Grizzly range, and I have no idea where it's at in my Grizzly, and I don't care. I've worked this shot all week long so that I can stick with the 1 per ring, and I'm going to take off 25% of the wind. So it's a 25. I'm taking off 25% of the wind and hitting 1 per ring. And I'm going to start off on the right-hand edge of the cup, and I'm going to round up 0.2. So like if it's 1.7, I'm going to round up 0.2. So let's see here. All right, let's see what my wind is. 2.5. So that's 1.87. So I'm going to do that's 1.9. I'm going to do a two ring pull. Starting off on the edge of the cup, and I'm doing a 2-ring pull. I need to hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. And that was dead center perfect. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, sir. Oh my God. I've hit the Albie on that hole so many times this week. And I will tell you, I know if you're watching this and you watch my videos on a regular basis, I know that adjustment, I guarantee you that adjustment is not what anybody else out there is doing. But I made a decision at the beginning of the week that I didn't want to dink around with because I do paper numbers. I didn't want to deal with having to do a 1.2 or a 1.25 or I'm in mid club or I'm in max club or whatever the deal is. I said I'm a 100% accurate club. I'm 1 per ring. And I'm going to take off or add on however much wind it is to get it so that it's in the hole. And minus 25% from that spot at a full ring adjustment, max ring adjustment, was the magic number. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what works. So, and I'll bet, and I have no idea, I'm probably pretty close to max club there. I'm probably real close to max club right there. And so it's probably pretty close, but I know that if you're going at it from the other side, people are doing the Goliath and the sniper shot with a katana or a kingmaker, and they're doing plus 10%. But I wanted to change how I came at that hole this week because this hole has traditionally been one of those holes that doesn't like to give up the Albie for me, kind of like hole number 3. And so I wanted to make a change to try and increase my odds, and that's what I came up with. So that's what I got, and I Albied it both sides. So I will take that. I will take it. Now I need to finish off strong. So we're at 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So if I don't pick up the Albie on 9, but I need to pick up, what I really want to do is go out hole in one, eagle, Albie. But I'm just going to play these one hole at a time. This next hole is not a hole that I have picked up one hole in one on this hole this week. And this is Namhai Cliffs, hole number 6. But the shot that I'm doing here, and what I did notice on the front was the shot was right, and I put on just a little bit too much backspin. So I'm going to put on 2 backspin and about 2 1/4 left-hand side spin. Dale Appleby is streaming. If you guys don't watch Dale is crazy. I mean, he's fun to watch because he, especially like if you're having problems in one-on-one, he's like me. He plays fairway to green, and he is look, if you're talking about like if you judge somebody on how good they are based off their banners, Dale is a very good player. He may seem crazy and stuff, but I will tell you that he is an awesome player, and he really is in this game more than anybody else that I see in this game. Dale is in this game to have fun, and it is what it's all about. And he's a real big fan of my channel and promotes my channel. And if you guys haven't watched Dale is a kick. He's a hoot. And he's from Canada, so he's got that A. It's not katana, it's katana. Have you ever watched any samurai movies? It's katana. All right, hole number 6. Okay, what are we doing here? We're doing a grizzly, and I switched over to a quasar. Grizzly and quasar, that's all I need. And there is a rough bump here, but I am not switching. I am not dinking around on these par 3s and taking any risks on this particular par 3 this late in the game. And to be quite honest with you, I'm going to shoot this shot. If I hit it perfect, I'm going to have no idea where it's going to go. All right, my opponent goes first again. All right, gives me time to think. we're digging our way up. I think, what was I in 30th or something there? I didn't even look. But we're starting to dig our way up through the ranks. I have no idea what's at the top. Coming into this bracket, I had a minus 35, which was a monster round. And the person in second in tiebreakers had a 30. But that means nothing, because the whole deal is that we ramp up towards the weekend, and you know how the luck works on a course like this. If you get into a run, somebody going up there and popping off a 34 or some monster score is absolutely possible. It took a 26 to get into this bracket, so there's a lot of really good players in the bracket. Okay, let's get in the right spot here. And I'm going to do about 2 and 2.5. It's 5-1. 10% would be 5. That's 6-1. We're going to do a 6-1 pull. There's 5. There's 6. Just try and hit it perfect. And I hit it great to the left, which means nothing. I have no idea where that ball is going to go. And I'm still, and I put less backspin on it there, and it's still short. And I will tell you, as much as I would have liked to have got a hole in one there, I will take my birdie and go home. These par threes, I am just like all the rest of you. I love to get hole in ones, but I don't like count my round. Like when I think about my score and I look at holes and I mark down like which holes I'm like really focused on, I always want to do well on the par threes, and I always want to give myself a serious shot at hole in one. But my round is not dependent on like, hey, if I don't get the hole in one on that hole, then I'm not going to be able to do the deal. I want my rounds to be based on the par fours and the par fives. And hold on, I'm going to close my garage door so you're going to hear some noise here. My garage was getting a little bit steamy, a little full of smoke, so I aired it out. All right. Next hole is a test. Test of the emergency broadcast system. Good luck in the tournament. All right, we're moving up the ranks. I have no idea what's up at the top, and I do not want to know what's up at the top. The deal is that my game is not dependent on I don't like to look at the top, because I don't want to put pressure on myself and go, oh man, somebody shot this, and then especially at the beginning of the round, and then you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Shoot your round, and wherever you end up, that's where you end up. And that's, if I was playing real golf and I had a caddy, I don't want to look at the leaderboard. I don't need you to tell me what the score is, because my score is not dependent on my opponents. I'm just going to, however I shoot, that's the deal. Hole number 8. And hole number 8 boils down to one word: perfect. You hit the drive perfect, you got a serious, you're up there. If you don't hit it perfect, you could be in trouble. Big trouble. All right, and this boils down to an extra mile. And I'm taking a present ball because I don't need any side spin, or very little. Let's open up that pin chest. What the hell were they showing me there? Hole-in-one heroes. I will never be on the hole-in-one heroes list, I'm sure. Catching a hole-in-one here or there is fine, but I think one particular tournament, I think I hit 3 hole-in-ones in that tournament, and one of the holes I hole-in-one both times. But hole-in-ones are, like I said, I like hole-in-ones, but I never try and, my rounds aren't based off of getting hole-in-ones. 5.5 topspin. Let's go first. Let's get this ball rolling. There we go. 3, 4, 5.5. Take that wind out. It's just a little over a ring. Somebody's at my front door. Oh, and I hit it great to the left. A one ring great to the left may not kill me, but what it does is the trajectory coming into the hole, it doesn't always get on the green. Perfect. Perfect. There is somebody at my front door. I don't think my wife answered, so I may have gotten lucky. Hold on. Yeah, baby. Oh, it was just the Girl Scouts, I think. All right. See, real life taking over. Real life taking over. I didn't even get to get a woohoo for how damn close that was to the cup. I need to get over to where I can take a shot. Oh, man. Look at that. That's the best I've done on this hole all week. And it was with a great to the left. I've hit that great to the left twice this week, and what happened is it didn't get the right trajectory and it didn't roll enough, and then I ended up once with a long putt and once with a long chip, and I made the chip and missed the putt. All right, going into hole number 18. I need to get an Albie on hole number 18, and the deal is the hole number 18 is, here's how it went. Hole number 18 was in the last Community Cup. I shot a 31 in the last Community Cup, and I picked up the Albie on the front on hole number 18, and it was like hole number 3 or 6 in the last Community Cup. It wasn't the last hole in the tournament. And I got on the back 9. I Albied all 3 of the par 5s on the front. I got on the back 9, and I dropped 3 shots on that one hole and went from, if I would have got the Albie, a 34, which would have tied me for first. And I'm not sure with tiebreakers whether I would have won or not. But it dropped me from a potential 34 to a 31. It was at least a 33. I mean, I would have been right up there, but I totally tanked it. I ended up in the water on the drive in it, and I lost the tournament, really, because I lost. You know how it is, man. You have some epic fail like that, you just it's hard to recover. All right, I have no idea what those people at the top have, but I can tell you that coming in here, the highest score next to me was a 30. So people have picked their game up, and this is exactly what I'm talking about is you can't go, I have the tiebreakers, but that's all I have. What people are going to shoot in the weekend round, you know, it's going to be tight up there at the top. And my inclination is to look, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to know. I'm just going to go out there and we're going to play hole number 3, and we're just going to have some fun here and try and get ourselves in the right spot and try and get the Albie. And this is going to take 2 clubs and a ball. It's going to boil down to, if I get the shot right, it's going to boil down to an extra mile of rapier, and I'm going to take a rose ball. Let's clear out a chest. Looking for commons. There was 27. I have no idea which commons they were, but there was 27 of them. All right, let's go the goal here is Albie. And like I said, I have no idea what the people at the top have shot. So all I can do is play my game, and my game is to try and get an Albie on this hole. So I'm doing max top spin, maximum left-hand side spin, maximum curl, slight overpower. I mean slight. We need to hit it perfect. And they will be able to get up from there. Hey, God, Playdemic is pissing me off with that pick the ball thing if you got a brand new pack. Wasting my time. Okay, so the wind's blowing me that way about a ring and a half. So it's max curl, and a little bit of overpower. I catch that perfect. Hit it perfect. I probably could have put a little more overpower on there, but it's all going to be dependent on that bounce. That was good. I could have put a little bit more overpower on there. And I've been trying to get up on the high side because if you can get on the high side and get over this hump right here, it'll fall down towards the cup. If you do that over here on the lower end, you're going to end up out here on the flat, and it's a max overpower putt. Now, wind is playing a factor from this distance. So I'm going to have to set up to the left-hand side of the cup, and I need to hit the shot perfect. Rape your shot, taking the shot. I don't know how many games I've played, but I've probably taken 5,000 shots with my rapier coming into the cup, and need to hit a perfect shot right here. I have no idea what the people are at the top, but this could be the tournament right here. So just need to hit it perfect. I'm going to go right on the other side of the flagpole. So I'm splitting the difference here. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that round is over. These low scoring tournaments like this, I shot the 35 on the front. I've got a 33 on the back, a 35 in the opening round, and came back in the weekend round and shot a 33. And I will tell you, for my game, usually like you shoot a monster score like that in the opening round, and it's just like there's no place to go but down. And coming back and shooting a 33, regardless of whatever this puts me on the leaderboard, I can tell you that I'm absolutely the last two rounds in the opening round, the minus 35, and then backing up with the minus 33. While that is not the score I was looking for, my goal going into this week was to shoot a minus 15, minus 32, minus 34, because I believe that a minus 34 could win me the tournament. And coming in with a 35 here and then a 33 here, I missed my target by one on my goal sheet. So I'm looking at my notes right here, and my goal at the top is minus 34. And I have no idea where I'm going to end up, but I will tell you that I'm really proud of that round. I made some mistakes on the front. I didn't catch some perfects on the back, but I'm really proud of how well I did, and in both rounds. But this round in particular, that 33 is win, lose, or draw. When I hit this exit, I feel great about that 33. That's what I'm talking about. So we had one person at 30, I think one or two people at 30. So we had, in coming into it, maybe 3 people at 30 coming into it with me at the top of the 35. And we had 4 people step their game up and shoot that 31 and to back it, my 35 up with a 33. Now let's see now where we're at as far as like who's coming up the ranks. This was one of the very first brackets in the tournament. That's why there's 102, 103 people in it. And so most of the people in here will have played. I'm sure that there are some that haven't yet, but most of the people in this bracket are going to be finished. Let's see where we're at. I'm sure there's some at the bottom that haven't. So 15, where does that put us as far as 15? 13 here with the 19. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. They'd have to shoot a monster in order to catch up. Same there with that. So we're in the last group here. 14 after 10, they'd have to shoot a monster. 13 after 10, they'd have to shoot a monster. And we still have a few people down here at the bottom. So it's not over yet, but I'm definitely looking at a banner. Let's see what these people shot in the opener. And this is no guarantee either, because a lot of times what will happen is people will qualify a bunch of accounts in the brackets, and then the best player in that clan will go through the brackets and go, hey, if I played in this bracket, I have a great shot of winning. And you'll get some other player. I've had that happen before too. They shot a 27 in the opener. What they shoot in the qualification? They shot a 26 and a 14. So there's still a few people that could come up and catch me. And I was at 10 after 6. So there's still 3 or 4 people down here at the bottom that could come up and put it on there, but they're going to have to shoot a fantastic round based off what they did in their opening round. So there's no guarantees until Sunday at midnight, but I put myself in the right spot and backed up my 35 with a 33. And I am so excited right now. Even if I don't come in first, I am so excited that I was able to back that 35 up with a 33 and at least show that I could still play the game. So that was the 2020 Community Cup in the weekend round in my 77 account. And that's what the score looked like. Let's take a picture of that. I'll send it to my clanmates. And that's what my opening round looked like. So where did I pick up? I picked up 1 on the front. I dropped it here. I picked up 5 both times in the opening round, and I didn't catch it either time here. 5 was really the one that broke my heart, because hole number 1 was just the deal, but hole number 5, I made a bad wind adjustment on the front, and I didn't hit it perfect on the back. And both times, that was a shot that really that hole was, and all week long, hole number 5 was my focus. All right, there you have it. Thanks for watching. And if you like the content and you're not a subscriber, I'm like 9 viewers short of 600, and so still trying to get that 600 mark, that big 600. So thanks for watching, and hope everybody has a great round, or if you've already played, had a great round. And I will catch you on the next tournament. Bye.